Welcome back, guys. We're gonna pause for a second.
Our mission changed yet again. Before we could get the codes from Sophia's professor friend, we had to find and kill those mortals.
Wonder who I'm playing as this time. Upbeard.
See, I don't know what happened.
I don't know what
can
happened
you change
either.
characters?
No, I just... Alright, so the yeah, so just Lucas use one shots now.
Okay. I'm gonna
So
click
they
buttons
just-
and see what
yeah.
happens.
Kinds of income.
Oh, I threw a crack. Never mind, let's not click buttons.
If you want a long shot, it's there. I'm already full.
I got
with
the
it.
sniper. I'm
going over.
like this gun. But hey,
The
what we were
mark's
talking
good.
about last time, Jake, was
Yeah.
the whole subject of video games is violence.
I don't think that's true.
Yeah, I believe in the rating. You agree with me on that, right?
Yeah, I gotta point out just because I'm doing a school project on We Didn't Start the Fire.
Yeah.
The song for American cultures, we have to like pick a series of different projects based on that song, and
That's cool.
Yeah, it is kind of cool. And I was looking throughout the years because I chose one where you gotta make like a new verse.
Yeah.
And like explain why you did it. And how it works is it progresses through the years. It goes from like 1949 to like 1960 or 1989.
Yeah, that'd be perfect for like.
Well, yeah, it goes like every word is that year is what happened big in that year. So we have to continue by going 90, 91, 92, 93.
Yeah.
And I saw in like 90, I think it was 96, that the 64 came out in 1996, and I didn't know that, and I was like, wow, like I was born right before that, and that made me feel really special. And then in 98, was it 97? 97 or 98? Oh, dude, I got one shot at it.
I got you.
I saw something and I laughed and I was gonna put it, but I'm like, oh, it's not even important. The Sega Genesis came out.
Oh,
dude. And I'm like, I should have
well,
put
the Sega
it.
Genesis was an okay system. I mean, it's not as big of a failure as the Dreamcast.
Oh, I got murdered.
But, I mean, to defend the Dreamcast...
Pick me up!
The Dreamcast... Come get me, please. Well, like, the Dreamcast actually was a cool system. There.
I got you.
Okay.
You're actually in a really safe spot. She's
but, like...
Yeah, just hide
the Dreamcast actually was
in
pretty
here.
cool. But we're not talking about the Dreamcast. We're talking about real talk. By the way, name this episode Real Talk. But, like, what was I gonna say?
Ah, dude. Yeah, just, we gotta worry about...
Violence in video games. But, like, I believe in the rating system, that's fine. But I don't believe that, like, games were, like, influence players to do these terrible things. No player would imagine do that. Because, like, guns and violence, the reason why I play these games, I love to see a hero like Marcus Phoenix beat a whole league of, like, or not a league, but an army of just a squad. I love seeing a hero. And the people actually had a really cool idea for, like, some kind of commercial or some kind of announcement thing that, like...
I'm down.
I'm gonna get you, but, like, I had a really cool, like, idea for something like that. I don't feel like playing it, though, because it just don't. But, like, what happens with, though, is, like, we believe in the morals of the people that we play as. He's got you.
Thank you.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, we believe in them. We don't... If we played a game that was, like, all violence, then yes. But, like, as kids, there was no games like that when we were kids. I mean, you can say, like, oh, the kids are now influencing us today. Well, it's because parents aren't, like, paying attention and buying that stuff.
Did you see that? Got 2 with 1 bullet.
Nice. I saw that actually. I thought you guys.
I was going for the. Just a pause, like before.
Yeah.
I just want to clarify this. I'm probably gonna do this. Oh shit.
Sophia!
I don't want to die. Sophia!
Sophia the rain!
Oh, you bitch.
Don't worry,
She just picks you up.
Well, she probably thought I was... She played smart.
I maybe.
But, like, continue.
Yeah, anyways, so I was aiming for a grinder that was, like, in that garage, and I don't know if you guys saw it. I probably will do a replay. And this regular, like, grunt walks across. I fire, gets through his head, through the grinder's head. That's how I got my hat trick. Got 2 in a row. I guess there's no like skill. I guess there's no ribbon for getting 2 with 1 sniper shot. I guess it's hard to do.
Yeah, I guess
I have to admit that was not at all from skill. That was all.
That was pure luck.
Just luck on my side.
Yeah. But anyway, what were we at? I'm not sure. I fired at bullets.
You're talking about like how old games like
old games influenced us as kids. Like whenever we were kids, we believed in the morals of our heroes. So like we believed in Mario. Saving the day and like all these cool things. But I don't understand nowadays like that it can happen, and I agree like that can kind of influence kids. But like parents gotta pay attention to those ratings, man. Don't buy them Call of Duty if don't buy a rated M game if you're afraid your children are gonna do that. Now, I believe there should be some kind of restriction, like, parents should not be able... I believe that, like, parents shouldn't buy games, or you shouldn't have a... Like, even if your parent was there, you shouldn't be able to buy a game like that. But I believe that maybe the M rating should drop down to 16. Because I don't know, or 16 or 15, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
By then, people still learn, and, like, I don't know. Stick the rated E and T games.
We need to like get them from the roof.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to fucking find him. Like,
He's like way up top.
Oh, I see him.
Yeah, he's back there.
Cat that bitch.
Boom! That's why we couldn't get him. I was trying to get him.
Headshot, motherfucker. 420.
420 yellow sweat. That's how many bullets we have in our matches.
I said it.
Okay.
But, like, people like just keep just saying video games are doing this, and it's not.
They're not. They're not.
Even if a kid plays Call of Duty, he's playing it for fun. He's not playing it to get.
I think, and I don't want to sound like the government's entirely against that. I don't even know.
We should have got 3 stars from that shit.
I think we should have. I think like it's.
Oh, that's why we did it. All the down.
5 downs.
I down 4 times too. Okay, continue.
I think it's like whenever a lot of.
Left, which was good.
Sorry.
I was getting sick of the sound of incoming.
We really need to let that play.
Oh, that's a Russian weapon too. It's a grenade launcher.
Oh, I see. Like he's not the color of the Russian army.
Yeah, he's like a lieutenant in the Russian army, but he's only a private in the COG.
Really?
Yeah, because this is kind of like old Cold War-y. Cold War-y? Yeah. Do you want to get the Bushka?
Do you want the Bushka?
Yeah, get the Bushka.
Bushka. Super.
Sentry guns and laser fences guarding the area, so we have to blow them off.
Okay, so
but that's it.
Anyway,
what I was saying is like I don't want to say like the government is like entirely against like video games, but like I think adults, like the majority of the adults, like they're always like oh video games that rot your minds or that. Oh dude, there are turrets everywhere.
Sorry if I got blood.
Shit.
Get over.
Yeah. Try and rose me through.
I'll get him up first. Use the Bushka. Anyways, like, adults are always like, oh, video games are always bad for you. Like, you should never play on them for like longer than 4 hours because.
There actually is a thing on Metal Gear Solid 1 that tells you not to play for more than take breaks, and that sounds really funny.
Yeah.
But like, continue.
And I don't think that's necessarily a bad idea, but I think that.
Yeah, someone shouldn't waste their time the whole day spending video games.
And I just think that people are blaming video games too much, and there's nothing. And then there's also like people that are like, why are you playing video games? Like at least just watch TV. I'm like, what? It's the same thing.
Well, TV sucks nowadays.
Yeah.
The only good TV.
And I was never one to watch TV. I don't like TV.
I watched it as a kid, but nowadays I just watch YouTube. And like my dad would be like, "Why are you on YouTube all the time?" Because like there's nothing good on TV.
Which is true.
The reason why I play video games is because people like read a book. It's like books don't tell as good of a story as a video game.
And you get to play. You are part of the story.
Yeah, and whenever a character is like Heavy Rain is one of the best examples of that. That was not a good point. Am I gonna get my part? Yeah. Like Heavy Rain is probably a good example of that. Oh, all surrounding him trying to chainsaw. Triple chainsaw. So like But what I was saying was Heavy Rain's probably a good example of that. Like, whenever a character dies, because you did it, it was your fault. You feel bad about it. Yeah. Like, in the story, it was like, oh, Jaden dies. By the way, Jaden doesn't die in the game. No spoilers. If you fucked up. But, like... no spoilers for Heavy Rain. I can avoid all of them. But, like, if Jaden would die in some certain situation, you would feel bad. You would feel terrible. Because he's your favorite character.
No, make sure you watch out for more. Just saying.
But like, if you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you get more connected to the characters. Whenever a character dies, for example, Gears of War 3. Spoilers. Give me a few seconds. Okay. I'm not sure why I gave you a few seconds. I gave you some seconds, but like, whenever,
I think you should have. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
It's a new enough.
Skip ahead whenever. Skip ahead a few times. If you want, probably like a couple minutes, or actually not even a couple minutes, probably just like a minute or two. Like, whenever Dom dies in Gears of War 3, by the way I said spoilers, don't yell at me. When Dom dies in Gears of War 3, you know Dom was like my favorite character. I do like Baird a lot though. Okay, and then watch his work. But like, I like it's a kind of a tie between Baird and Dom.
I'm going up the ramp.
The reason why I like Baird more, I didn't like Dom's beard in 3. But Dom's so cool. But like, I really like Dom. He's a really cool character. I thought he was very well built, very relatable, and like he added a good story. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But whenever he died, I felt so terrible. I was like, I literally dropped my controller, paused the game, or paused whatever cutscene was coming up, or whatever happened, and like kind of sat there and contemplated what just happened. Did you do that? Something like that? Whenever Dom died?
I was, at first, I have to say, but then I'm like, well, his daughter, or his kids and his wife are dead, so I mean, he probably wanted death, that's why he did that.
Yeah.
And then I would also say, I think there's another one over here. Yeah, we're both gonna use them. Yeah, now they attack us, but anyways. And another thing I would say, and I know there's been a lot of smack about this, and I'm gonna agree with it, there are so many things Dom could have done to keep him from dying, but then again, you could say, well, that just gave him an opportunity to kill himself because of how bad he felt.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, I can understand that entirely.
Plus, I mean, think about, if you're a person, would you be able to think through all those situations in that panic?
Yeah, because I mean,
your friends are about to die. Could you think that fast? Oh, that would hurt.
What?
Oh, let's finish this and we're gonna end the episode here, guys. But like, I prefer video games over a book or a movie because you don't get connected with characters that much. I mean, a movie you do too if it's very well done. Like, for example, any Stephen King movie, very well done. Or, oh, not, I wouldn't say all of them, but like Green Mile, I'm trying to think, Green Mile, Shawshank Redemption, any movies like that. There are a few movies that you can get connected with, but not really.
Dude, Sophia's going ham.
I know, I see that. But like, you know.
Oh, dude, we got a Reaver.
And I got a motherfucking horse gun.
Use it well.
Malasha. Oh, Malasha.
You don't have mortars?
Dude, I just killed that motherfucker.
No, you killed the driver.
I killed somebody, didn't I? But like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I believe video games are more connecting than any other thing. You get in touch with the character, you enjoy the character, I'm going to reload.
Of course, sir.
Anyway, people who we said spoiler alert, we're done now.
Yeah.
So you guys can
actually, the video's about to end. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
Actually, spoiler would have been ahead. Or, you could cut ahead like 2 minutes. Maybe throw in some annotation there, skip ahead sometimes. Whenever we just like stop talking about like Dom dying.
Oh well,
shit, spoiler.
we'll continue our conversation in the future. So, see you next time.